Hey everyone, it's Magical Girl Fab, and I am back with a more advanced guide for Puzzle Monster Quest, the newest game out from Kick9. So Puzzle Monster Quest is a hybrid between a puzzle and a dungeon crawler game. You connect tiles on the dungeon floor with your character, and you defeat the monsters in the dungeon so you can get a whole bunch of loot. So this is a more advanced tutorial on how to play. So the whole game is centered around the colors of the tiles, and each tile color represents an element. So right up on this side is the elemental counters that you find in the tutorial. I decided to take a picture of it so we have it as reference. So there's fire, that's the red, green is earth, yellow is thunder, and blue is lightning. And they all counter each other and can be used to cause more or less damage or give you more defense or less defense when you're fighting in a dungeon. So fire, of course, burns earth. Earth grounds thunder. Thunder shocks water, and water will put out the fire. It also works in reverse when it comes to defending. So water is really good at defending against fire attacks. Lightning is really good at defending against water attacks. You get my drift. So if you ever forget what goes where, you can always see it, a mini version of the elemental counters in the top left corner of the screen. You can see it right now under floor 1 of 3. That little itty bitty kind of diagram. So in case you forget, there's a place to find it. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the dungeon. So you want to think about a lot of things when you enter a dungeon. First of all, what kind of element is the dungeon? Right now I am entering the Burning Demon. It is a red fire dungeon. So when I pick my monster formation and my equipment, I also want to consider the elements that they are. So typically when I do my monster formation, I like to have one of each elemental monster in my first 4. That way, sometimes there aren't enough water tiles in the fire dungeon, so I still want to be able to do a little extra damage when I'm attacking anything. But when I pick my 5th monster that's from a friend, I try and pick the highest level monster on the list that is the counter to the color of the dungeon. So since it's a fire dungeon, I picked the highest level water monster that was on that list. You also want to consider the equipment that you're wearing too. Both of the things that I have right now are fire, but I think I have some water equipment and weapons. Yeah, there's a water staff. Water armor, and I have a water helmet. So now I am fully protected against fire attacks, plus I'm going to cause even more damage with my water staff. Also, there's other skills that happen when you wear armor of the same kind, of the same element. So right now I get an increased water monster's HP by 10%. So yeah, you want to keep that kind of stuff in mind too when you enter a dungeon. Alright, I think I'm ready to go, so I'm going to start this dungeon out. There it is. There I am, there's my monsters. Cool. Of course, not a whole lot of blue tiles. So, when you chain together tiles, keep in mind that your basic attack is going to be the element of the tiles. So, here's a bunch of lightning. Also, when I chain together my, that color tile, the monster of that color is going to appear as well. So I'm going to do lightning just because there's enough here. And I can get a whole lot of it. So since I'm doing a big enough chain, I'm going to do my special ability. My special ability is going to match whatever the element of my weapon is, and since it's water, I'm going to do a water ability. Bam! There you go. Yeah, see, you can also tell that the little fire guy only did 1 damage. But he did 1 damage to me, so sweet, that's all working out. 1, One. One! There we go. Alright. I'll talk about weapons in another tutorial, but the kind of weapon that you're equipped with, also determines what your special attack is. So since I'm holding a staff attacks anything on the floor, so I don't necessarily have to, in this case, match up next to a monster to attack it. Oh wait, I should go that way. There we go. Also, my monsters also have special abilities, so I've gotten to a high enough chain that not only am I going to do my special ability, but the monster that I summon is also going to do it. That's what that blue outlined box is. So I'm gonna, let's see, that one, no. I'm gonna go there. So it's gonna attack those guys, he's gonna attack those guys. We destroyed everything on the board in one turn. Perfect. Oh, here's the boss. Now, keep in mind that your super special skilled attacks that light up at the bottom also match with the element of the monsters and the element of the weapon that you are holding. So I'm gonna look at like this guy. Deal average water damage to all enemies and a high chance to stun them. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna use it. Since it's a water attack, it's going to cause water damage, right? And it took everyone out on the board. Sweet! Awesome! Good job, guys! So that is my tutorial for my advanced tutorial for Puzzle Monster Quest. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Magical Girl Fab, and I will see you next time for more tutorials. Bye, guys!